Hey guys, Super Baseball Crazy here, doing my postseason playoff picks. I'm using this postseason bracket challenge from MLB.com to do them. And let's get started. I'll start over here in the AL, and we'll start with the wild card here. First of all, this playing game 163 between Tampa and Texas. I think Tampa wins this game because of Texas having to burn Yu Darvish in their last game of their season, and Tampa gets their ace, David Price. But then between the winner of this game and Cleveland, I think Tampa or Texas wins. I think if Texas were to beat Tampa, Cleveland would beat them because Texas would be on their third starter and Cleveland would be on their two. But I think Tampa will win, and since Cleveland had to burn Jimenez, and they are still going to have a good pitcher, but I think Tampa will pull this out because they have some pretty good pitchers behind David Price. Then, in the ALDS game, I think Boston wins this. Boston's just a better team, and they already have to burn pitchers, and Boston is just a far better team than any of the three teams there. Continuing in the AL, between the Athletics and Detroit Tigers, I think Detroit wins this game, despite the fact that they are a 3 seed and A's are 2. I think Detroit is the better team. And then, ALCS, I think Boston beats Detroit. It's a little bit of, I don't really like Detroit that much, but I do think Boston is just a better team than anybody thought they would be. I picked them to be awful this year, but they have proved me wrong. Over here in the wild card game, in Pittsburgh, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh, I'm going to go with Cincinnati on this one. I thought from the beginning of the year that Cincinnati was the best team in the NL Central, and they kind of underperformed, but we'll see if they can get it done here in the wildcard game. That's my pick. St. Louis versus Cincinnati. As much as I hate the Cardinals probably are going to win this game. And Cincinnati I still think is a better team, but again, burning pitchers, and they underperformed big this year, and I think the Cardinals played better than anybody expected them to, so I have to pick the Cardinals here. Dodgers Braves, I don't know here because of the Dodgers having that great run to finish the season. They started awful, but have been an incredibly hot team since halfway through the season. I'm going to go with Atlanta here. I think Atlanta's got better pitching here outside of Clayton Kershaw, and I don't know if the Dodgers have enough offense, even with Yasiel Puig and some of their good hitters. And then, Cincinnati or Atlanta, or St. Louis and Atlanta, excuse me. I'm going to go with Atlanta, mostly because I hate the Cardinals, and that's kind of my reasoning. And I feel like Atlanta's also just a better team. And then here, Boston, Atlanta. I feel like Boston is going to be the favorite. It's kind of a better team. I'm going to go with Atlanta. I think Atlanta wins the whole thing. I think Atlanta, your 2013 World Series champions. Down here, just to complete this tiebreaker thing, how many runs will be scored in the final World Series game? I'm going to go with 6. How many total hits will be recorded in the final World Series game? 12. How many total runs will be scored in the entire World Series? 37. And then how many hits will there be? 65. So that's my playoff picks. Here you can see again, I have Atlanta winning it with Boston, Atlanta in the World Series. Tell me down below what your picks are, and we'll see who does better. Thanks for watching.